بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
This is the story of Zawar Hussain, a 52-year-old laborer in Leah district of Punjab. He works at a brick kiln in which he transports the baked bricks in his donkey cart. It's hard work, sweating for hours in the scorching rays of the summer's sun while trying to make a living for his family. His long hours of tedious labor don't earn him much. Zawar is one among the millions of the hard-working Pakistani laborers caught in the center of the viciously unforgiving cycle of poverty. No matter how much effort he puts into what he does, the income and expenses scale never balances out. Zawar himself was a brilliant student until the primary stage of schooling, until he, like many others, was forced to drop out of school to shoulder his father's financial burden. Eager to follow on his unfulfilled dreams of higher education, Zawar made a decision that will surely put his determination to test. Against all odds, Zawar encouraged his eldest daughter, Dilruba Khan, to seek a higher education. However, this was easier said than done, as his conservative Baloch clan came out in force, willing to do anything deemed necessary to stop Zawar.
पहले जब मैंने 10वीं में दाखिला लिया था वो बिरादरी वाले लड़ाई करते थे, ये आप क्या कर रहे हैं, हम नहीं बोलेंगे, हम बिरादरी ने मैंने बोला मैं पढ़ाऊंगा कुछ भी हो। अब जो दाखिला हुआ है वही सारे बिरादरी वाले बहुत मुबारक भी दी और खुश भी हैं और अब वो छोटी बच्चों को पढ़ा रहे हैं।
Today, Dilruba is a proud and accomplished first-year medical student at the Sheikh Zayed Medical College Rahim Yar Khan. She is very proud to have a father who was inclined to resist the conservative mindsets and who put his own life to the side to transform her ambitions into a reality.
मेरे बाबा सारा दिन धूप में मेहनत मजदूरी करके मुझे पढ़ाते हैं, तो मुझे मेरे बाबा पे फ़ख्र है और मैं अपने फ्रेंड में बड़े फ़ख्र से बताती हूँ कि मेरे बाबा किस तरह कितनी मुश्किलात के बावजूद इतनी मुश्किलात के बावजूद मुझे पढ़ा रही हैं और मुझे मेरे बाबा पे फ़ख्र है।
In the lackluster Baluchistan province were already limited, frequent terrorist attacks only made the task formidable, especially for the minority Hazara community. Things were no different for Ali Khan, the 24-year-old student from Hazara town Quetta who aspired to become a computer programmer. Ali belongs to the hard-working Hazaras who have been the victims of organized killing at the hands of extremist groups linked to Taliban. Although things have been quiet since 2013, Quetta remains a sensitive city and the fear of the unknown haunts the community.
अगरचे सर हालात तो सही दिख रहे हैं लेकिन फिर भी खौफ में रहते हैं क्योंकि अचानक से जैसे कि एग्जांपल हैं कि गवर्नर राज था, सारे बिल्कुल नॉर्मल दिख रहे थे लेकिन अचानक से जो धमाका हो गया जिसमें 100 से ज़्यादा 120 से ज़्यादा लोग मरे, तो अब भी जो है ना नॉर्मल बज़ाहिर तो नॉर्मल ही देख रहे हैं लेकिन कोई वो नहीं है, बाद में हो भी सकता है, अब भी खौफ महसूस कर रहे हैं लोग।
The compelling story of Buchan Sayeda and her sister Nalen Sayeda is one of both immense courage and resilience. Their father, a vice principal at a college in Turbat, Baluchistan, was an optimistic man who chose to convert to the path of Ahlul Bayt. Sadly, in 2011, whilst he was returning from work, he was brutally murdered simply because of a change in his beliefs. Out of fear of being attacked by her own relatives, as well as other members of Taliban, their recently widowed mother, along with her 3 daughters and her son, moved to Punjab province. But the hopes of an easy transition into a new life was soon shattered. Without their father, the young family of 5 had to battle multiple challenges.
मैं कहती हूँ वो ज़िंदगी रह ही नहीं जाती, ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क हो गया, कुछ भी नहीं रह गया, बस ऐसे समझें। ये एक मौला ने हमारा साथ दिया हुआ है कि बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं, अदरवाइज़ जीने का कोई कुछ, मैं इस बात पे कुछ भी नहीं कह सकती। यहाँ के मेरे अल्फाज भी ख़त्म हो जाते हैं, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता क्या हो रहा है। बाज़ औक़ात हिम्मत हार जाती हूँ, बाज़ औक़ात अपना बहादुरी के साथ अपना यानी बच्चों को देखते हुए इनको कि इनके किसी चीज़ की महरूमी ना हो, अपने आप को मैं बिजी रखती हूँ।
The brave daughter of an equally brave father, Nalen vividly recalls the way her father stressed the importance of education, and despite all financial and cultural restrictions, she is determined to live her father's legacy.
पढ़ाई तो जिस तरह आप समझ सकते हैं आजकल की कितनी नीड है हम सब की, बेस ही पढ़ाई है। तो हमें वो शुरू दिन से मतलब वो बहुत ज़्यादा करेज करते थे कि आप पढ़ें, हमारे फोकस सारा फ्यूचर ही पढ़ाई पे वो करते थे। खुद भी एक एज ए टीचर थे वो, तो वो दूसरों को पढ़ाते हुए अपने बच्चों पे भी ज़्यादा वो करते थे पढ़ाई के लिए।
For many families all over the world, the cost of a higher education often is well out of budget or will practically burn a permanent hole into the common man's wallet. But with Hope Foundation's commitment to ensure that no student who deserves education should discontinue studies due to financial constraints, we at Hope took up the responsibility of fostering these promising talents.
हमारे लिया में ना हेल्थ की कोई बेसिक फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं है, तो मैं चाहूँगी कि जब मैं डॉक्टर बन जाऊँ तो मैं लिया के लोगों की खिदमत करूँ और उनमें अवेयरनेस पैदा करूँ।
With the financial assistance of Hope Foundation, Dilruba is not only changing the perceptions of others around her and able to continue her dreams, but she is also morphing into a role model for other girls in her area.
मैं तहे दिल से होप वालों का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ जिन्होंने इतना बड़ा कदम उठाया। मौला पंचतन पाक उनको ज़िंदगी दराज करे और बहुत से दे, क्योंकि बड़ी खिदमत की मेरे पास का ये रोग नहीं था, इतने पैसे मैं अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता।
After Ali completed 12th grade, Hope immediately sponsored him and he, in turn, began repaying the faith within his community. He embarked on his new journey by first enrolling at the Diploma of Associate Engineering program in Lahore, and he topped the entire Punjab board for 3 consecutive years. Realizing that the situation in Quetta was not conducive to carry on further education, Ali shares with us how he hoped to get top education and how hope came to his support.
मेट्रिक के दौरान मैंने एक बार अम्मी से इज़हार किए थे अपनी ख्वाहिश के, काश मेरी पढ़ाई आगे वाले वो फॉरवर्ड हो जाएं, बलूचिस्तान में ना हो। तो अचानक से किस्मत, अचानक से होप वाली टीम से मेरा रब्ता हुआ, वो आए थे टेस्ट लेने के लिए और इन्होंने मेरे स्पॉन्सर किया, मेरी सिलेक्शन हो गई और मुझे लाहौर लाया गया। तो लाहौर में मेरी पढ़ाई हो गई। तो माँ की दुआ थी और होप वालों का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि उन्होंने मुझे स्पॉन्सर किया और मेरा पढ़ाई यहाँ आ गया और मेरा ख्वाहिश पूरा हो गया।
Today, Ali is pursuing his dream of becoming a computer programmer at the highly prestigious Quaid-e-Azam University in Islamabad. Buchan, the eldest of 4, is a 4th-year MBBS student at Fatima Jinnah Medical University in Lahore, while her younger sister Nalen is studying ophthalmology at Al Shifa Trust Eye Hospital in Rawalpindi. Both are studying hard to accomplish their father's dreams.
मैं बिल्कुल उसी तरह से जो है जो नीडी पर्सन्स हैं, जो नीडी स्टूडेंट्स हैं, जो मतलब आगे अपने कंटिन्यू रखना चाहते हैं, जो मतलब जिनके अंदर विल पावर है कि वो मतलब जिस तरह मैंने सारा कुछ मैनेज किया वो कर सकते हैं, तो मैं उनको इन द सेम वे मतलब मैं उनको स्पॉन्सर करूँगी जिस तरह मैं हो रही हूँ अभी. लाइक ये मेरे ऊपर एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है जो मैंने पे बैक करनी है.
It all began in 2010, when Hope started with sponsoring educational needs of just 5 children. But as we traveled further and made effective use of your hard-earned money in the right areas, your confidence in us grew. And just last year, we were able to sponsor 2,450 students and raise nearly $500,000. With the grace of God, by 2016, we have transferred over $1.5 million to Pakistan families in need, and this money has been utilized in various educational and humanitarian projects around the country. Working tirelessly to shoulder the dismal standards of education in some of the remotest parts of Pakistan, places that are shielded from the eyes of many citizens by the media and, in most cases, forgotten in minds. Let's now take you to the various Hope-run schools where your contributions are not just changing lives, but telling the neglected and orphans that they are not alone. These are those who care for them and are extending their hands to lift their hopes. Located on the flood banks of the churning waters of the River Chenab, this small and rural village has an entire population of just over 600. Practically none of the residents in this village are literate, and many are farmers. In order to turn this small village into an educational powerhouse, Hope joined hands and forces with Ames School a few years ago and today has set up a thriving school with 215 students studying from the playgroups, similar to preschool or kindergarten, all the way up until 9th grade. This is the only school with the 11-kilometer radius that provides education for girls with qualified teachers who trek up to 35 kilometers daily from Multan to be able to teach their students.
बहुत ज़्यादा चैलेंजेस यही थे कि पेरेंट्स नहीं चाहते थे बच्चे पढ़ें क्योंकि उनको लगता है कि जो रोज़ का बच्चा पैसा लाता था ना वो रुक गया है स्कूल में भेजने से. तो उस चीज़ को ज़ाहिर है मुश्किल पेरेंट्स को बताना कि बच्चा पढ़ेगा, आप लोग तरक्की करेंगे, कल को ये इलाका तरक्की करेगा.
At 100 students, a majority of Ames School children receive free education and scholarships, as many of the families are unable to afford such pricey fees. Out of these 100, Karen is one who is extremely intelligent and deserving, and whose father lost his sight in a vehicular accident. However, her father is determined to ensure his daughter sees better days.
माशाल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह घर बच्ची पढ़ती है जी. मैं क्या कहूँ.
Situated in the rugged Suleiman mountain range in DG Khan district, the town of Saki Sarwar, named after the 13th century Sufi saint Syed Ahmed Sultan, is an underdeveloped area bordering the Baluchistan province. Although the shrine generates millions of rupees in revenue each year, the town's depleted condition screams out a tale of neglect. Needless to say, education lies very low on the administration's priority list. Against all odds, Al-Hadi School was established in 2011 and with support has been gaining grounds. But it still lacks some basic facilities. While the students at Al-Hadi School keep demonstrating great learning and developmental skills, it's their untiring love for sports that makes going to school even more fun. Small towns like these have a history of producing world-class athletes. Who knows? One might be in the making here. There's nothing much to say about this little, almost unheard of village in the barren area, 50 kilometers east of DG Khan. Hidden amongst dry and rugged mountains and deprived of even basic facilities, the children here have not seen the world beyond these barren hilltops. Even getting to the village is a challenge in the absence of any road network or any means of transportation. Children are forced to scale up and down the mountain path for miles in the punishing heat of the unforgiving sun, just to get to the place they call school, which consists of a sole tree to block the blistering sun and a few old rugs in the name of furniture. This school is the perfect example of the great educational mess in rural Pakistan. With its pledge to educate the poorest of the poor, Hope Foundation took up the task, providing the 40-plus students with books, stationery, and most importantly, installing hand pumps to provide access to clean drinking water.
कलम आ गया वो खुद ब खुद जो है ना नफरत करेगा बंदूक से और ये फसाद से जेड़ा झगड़ा से वो खुद ब खुद नफरत करेगा। क्या आपका दिल कहता है आप कितना पढ़े हुए हैं आपका दिल कहता है मैं किसी फसाद में हाथ डालूं जब आपने किसने बचाया आपको भी कलम ने बचाया सर।
The village of Gajogi is situated 40 kilometers away from DG Khan and is hit by severe floods almost every year. Depending on agriculture for livelihood, the locals have been left in deep financial crisis because of the flooding. Education, that too of girls, was unheard of until Hope joined hands with Al Asar School to establish the only girls' school in the area. What started off with children studying under trees with tents wrapped around to create makeshift walls has made steady progress and is now educating girls till the 9th grade and also helping change stereotypes.
वो कहते हैं लड़कियों को पढ़ाई में नहीं भेजेंगे, फ़ायदा नहीं, कोई फ़ायदा नहीं, सिर्फ लड़कों का हक है पढ़ने के लिए, लड़कियों का नहीं। तो स्कूल में पहला दिन आते हैं, हम पढ़ते हैं और स्कूल से जाते हैं घर, फिर अम्मी को सब कुछ बताते हैं, हमें ये पढ़ाया गया, हमें ये सिखाया गया, माँ बाप का कदर सिखाया गया और बहनों की कदर सिखाया, बड़े का एहतराम करना और छोटों से फिर कुछ तब्दीलियाँ आती हैं, कुछ कहते हैं लेकिन कुछ नहीं कहते।
सिटी की निस्बत इधर ज़्यादा शौक है स्टूडेंट्स में ना पढ़ने का, मैं बस बात यह है कि इन्हें टीचर सही नहीं मिलते और जो सही गाइड कर सकें।
One of the toughest tasks for the school administration is to provide clean drinking water to its students. With the lake water nearby only fit for animal use, the school is forced to purchase water, which is fetched daily from another town 10 kilometers away. Its quality? Perhaps not many of you watching would prefer to have a drink from it.
यहाँ से तकरीबन 7 किलोमीटर और एक गांव है जिसका नाम छावरी पाला है, वहाँ से लेके आते हैं डेरा गाजी खान के एक यूनिकॉन्सल है, वहाँ से लेके आने हैं पीने के लिए, कोई पानी पीने के काबिल भी नहीं खा रहा है।
We travel to Kohat, where shrouded in the picturesque hills of Kohat is an orphanage where large numbers of young boys, many of whom lost their fathers to the brutal atrocities of the Taliban. Every child here is a victim. Each one has his own story. Most of these orphans are given top-class education at Al Asar School, which is a stone's throw away. The boys here have made friends with fear. Their will to become good humans and serve their country is as strong as the threats that loom overhead. They denounce terrorism and appreciate whatever little life has left for them.
ऐसी कौम से
Hangu is another area that has been prone to sectarian violence and is considered as one of the most sensitive areas of Pakistan. Hundreds of innocent people, from laborers to teachers, have been killed here in extreme brutality.
बहुत खफा होते हैं, अपने अब्बू को बहुत मिस करते हैं।
सारे ज़ल्म करे दे ज़्यादती करे ढेर बात करी मुते बच्ची यतीमान करे खपलो बच्ची बारी की साड़ियों पसे खा पाए खपलो बच्ची तो दूर ज़ेरे को तो चप लारान कसी छका टोरुना कसी मुता ढेर कमी महसूस की ये खबर तेरा जना मुहारी फ्रेंड्स मुखापाई हर रोज़ अना मुता दस खबर पेशी तो मुता ढेर तक बुलाश ये खबर न तो वो कमी मुता ढेर महसूस की ढेर ज़्यादा महसूस की ये तो कमी
Running a school in such insane circumstances requires much more than just financial resources.
धमाके स्टार्ट हो गए 2006 से, अगवा हुआ, टीचर्स को कत्ल करना शुरू हुआ, यहाँ तक कि पकड़ के उसको अगवा करके वहाँ मार देते थे और सर को तन से जुता करके भिजवा देते थे। हर दूसरे तीसरे दिन यही लाशें आती थी शहीद शुहदा की और यहाँ पे कुराम मच जाता था। तो हालात तो बहुत मुश्किल है यहाँ पे, अभी भी मुश्किल हैं, बल्कि उससे ज़्यादा टफ हो गए।
Uswa Public School, in collaboration with Hope Foundation, has been committed to the mission of providing quality education to the orphans and terrorism victims in an extremely dangerous situation.